After Jamia Milia Islamia students gear out the Vice Chancellor office over December 15 campus violence, the Vice Chancellor reached out to the agitating students, assuring them over a series of issues, including the action against the Delhi police. To the students' demand of FIR against the Delhi police, the Vice Chancellor told the students that management may approach the court in this regard. She clarified cops entered the varsity campus without her permission. She also assured the students that they are trying their best to help the students, and the campus has beefed up its security. Earlier, students had get out the VC's office questioning the action that has been taken by the university so far over the police action on the protesting students.
I will request you not to put words in my mouth. I have said it in writing and देखिए जो मुझे बोलना है मैं वो बोलूंगी और आगे दिल्ली पुलिस हमारे कैंपस में हमसे पूछे बगैर आई थी, हमारे मासूम बच्चों को पीटा था और बहुत तकलीफ दी थी। हैं जो भी चीजें, उसके बावजूद भी हम लोगों ने ऑब्जेक्शन भेजा है उसी गवर्नमेंट को जिसके हम एम्प्लॉई हैं, भेजा है उसको और बार बार उसके पीछे लग रहे हैं। अब हम कोर्ट भी जाएंगे, ठीक है।
मैम 200 बच्चे इंजर्ड हुए हैं और इस पूरी हिंसा की जिम्मेदारी बच्चों के ऊपर डाल दी गई है कि बच्चों को भड़का रहे थे, बच्चों ने हिंसा करी है। मैम आपका क्या स्टैंड है? आप जिनके ऊपर FIR हुई है उनको वापस कराने के लिए क्या कर रही है?
जो देखिए जितने बच्चों को गई थी हमारे आगे ऑफिसर जाके सबको निकाल लाए, कोई बच्चे को गलती नहीं हुई। FIR अभी हुई नहीं है उनकी। देखिए जो कोशिश ही कर सकते हैं ना, अभी तक हम कोशिश ही कर रहे हैं। 28 दिन 30 दिन होने को आए हैं।
All right, Rahul Gandhi meanwhile has dared the Prime Minister to speak to the students directly and to meet the students of the various universities in India.
Instead of addressing this, instead of going to the students of India and saying, listen, this is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to give you jobs. This is how I'm going to set the economy right. He is doing the biggest disservice to this nation by dividing this nation and distracting the attention of people. This is not going to help our country. Mr. Narendra Modi should stand up and have the courage to speak to the youngsters in these universities and tell them why the Indian economy has become a disaster, why it has become a basket case, and why we have the highest unemployment in 50 years. Unfortunately, the Prime Minister does not have the guts to do this. He does not have the guts to stand in front of the students of this country and tell them, so he crushes them using the police. I challenge the Prime Minister right now to go to any of the universities, stand over there without his police, without his infrastructure, and tell the people what he's going to do for this country.
All right, let me go across to my colleague Aishwarya Paliwal joining us from the Jamia campus at this moment. Aishwarya, I just want to understand from you at this moment, the students, are they satisfied with what the VC has said? Because at least when she was heckled, she in fact came out to at least speak to them. Okay, I don't think Aishwarya is able to hear me. We'll have to just check this line whether she's... All right, it doesn't seem that Aishwarya is in fact able to hear me. There is some problem with that audio line. There is breaking news coming in. All right, inside details of the JNU mob violence probe. Akshat Awasthi and Rohit Shah did not come to join the investigation as they were called by the Delhi police. Now the police will serve notices to them to join the probe. Their mobile phones are currently switched off. On the other hand, Crime Branch is trying to trace Komal Sharma. Her phone is also switched off. Now the big question is, if they have done nothing wrong, why are these students running away and not joining the probe? Remember, the Delhi police has already questioned other students from the left wing, including the JNSU president, who was in fact questioned by the police today. Now, these students of the ABVP, as they were exposed by India Today sting operation, activists from the ABVP are on the run. We keep a very close eye on this story. Meanwhile, the other big story today. Deputy Superintendent of Police of Jammu and Kashmir, Davinder Singh, who was arrested on Saturday for suspected terror links, will now be grilled by the Intelligence Bureau, Research and Analysis Wing and the military intelligence teams. Singh, a decorated officer, was caught while travelling with two Hizbul Mujahideen terrorists in a vehicle. The Jammu and Kashmir police earlier officially apprised Ministry of Home Affairs about the arrest of the DSP. Minister of the State for Home Affairs, G. Krishan Reddy, told India Today standard norms would be followed in stripping the officer of his President's Gallantry Award. If he is found to be guilty, Davinder Singh, in his defence, had claimed that he was taking the two terrorists to surrender, but the Jammu and Kashmir cops found the claim to be untrue. DSP Singh was posted in the anti-hijack unit of the Srinagar airport. His house at highly fortified Badami Bagh cantonment area was searched, and 5 grenades along with 3 AK-47 rifles were recovered.
Deputy Superintendent of Jammu and Kashmir Police Davinder Singh was residing in this particular house for last many years. This house belongs to one of the relatives of Davinder Singh, as his own house was under construction in the same locality. He was residing in this house of his relative. In fact, the weapons recovered on the Friday were from the same house, which included 3 AK-47 rifles and 5 grenades. You can see after the arrest of the Deputy Superintendent of Jammu and Kashmir Police, in fact, the house owner, who is the relative of Davinder Singh, has left this house and it is locked. No one is there. In fact, we asked some of the neighbors about the whereabouts of the house owners. They are saying that after the arrest of Davinder Singh from the area, all the people living here have left the area and have probably went to Jammu or other places. But so far we are seeing that this area is the most secure zone of the Srinagar city, known near to the cantonment area of the BB camp here in Srinagar. And after the arrest of Davinder Singh, now no one is ready to speak about his behavior, about his family, about his whereabouts. But as far as the sources, his son is studying in the Srinagar, and his daughter is currently undergoing the medical education in Bangladesh. With Rauf Ahmed, Ashraf Wani for India Today in Srinagar.
All right, let me now bring in my colleague Ashraf Wani. We are also being joined by Mr. Kuldeep Khora, former Chief of the Police, the DGP of Jammu and Kashmir. He's joining us on the broadcast. Thank you, sir, for being with us. Let me first go across to Ashraf very quickly for an update. Ashraf, just give us a quick update about the investigation which are taking place on this high senior ranking police official who has been caught escorting terrorists.
Ankit, yesterday, Inspector General of Jammu and Kashmir Police himself has clearly indicated that this officer will be treated like the terrorist, and the way the security agencies of the Jammu and Kashmir, including the security agencies of the country, are dealing with the matter. So far, the officer is being interrogated by the intelligence agencies, and there are being looked after other possibilities of the connections of this police officer with the militant groups. And also there was one investigation that came up in 2014 after the hanging of Afzal Guru, that he may have helped Afzal Guru and the Pakistanis to land in Delhi. On that aspect, the police as well as other intelligence agencies are working too. But as far as today's story is concerned, we have seen a house which is under construction next to the 15 Corps headquarters here in Srinagar. That was deserted, that is still under construction. The house belongs to the arrested Deputy Superintendent of Police Devinder Singh, and no one is there. In fact, the vehicle of the officer is there, but not any person. The people in the surroundings said that there were some workers working for the construction of house, but they have also left since Saturday. And so far, the police and the army, all the intelligence agencies, keeping the things under very sensitive issue,
right,
under cover, and so far nothing more coming out. But in coming days, this investigation will further be expanded.
Okay, Ashraf, stay on with me. Let me now get in a quick word from Mr. Khora. Mr. Khora, first of all, as a man who led the Jammu and Kashmir police, the first line of defense as far as J&K is concerned, these officers, policemen, those who always risk their life battling terrorists, one of your own now has been accused of harboring terrorists or escorting them.
Yes, it is very unfortunate that an incident of this type has occurred. But at the same time, the overall image of J&K police is outstanding. The officers and men of the J&K police have laid down their lives in the line of duty. And especially during last 30 years, they have been in the forefront in combating terrorism. And most of the human intelligence and other types of intelligence is developed by the police, and the SOG groups are in the forefront in fight against militancy along with the other security forces. Having said that, this particular incident, of course, it raises some questions, and I'm sure that the J&K police is going to go deep into it along with other intelligence agencies and other agencies who need to come into the probe.
Mr. Khora, I wanted to ask you that, we have seen instances, where junior level officers, those who have police constables and sipahis, those who have run away with a snatched a weapon, run away with a weapon and have joined militant ranks. This is possibly for the first time such senior ranking officer has been accused of something like this. With Devinder Singh as well, there are many questions that come to the fore. He has had a checkered history as well. His name did come up in the parliament, attack investigation as well, sir.
Yes, his name did come up through the lawyer of Afzal Guru. And that time, I think the probe agency, the CBI, was investigating the case of attack on parliament, and they should have gone deeper into it. But probably because Afzal Guru was a convict and he was a person who was thoroughly exposed in his role in parliament attack, probably his statement or his this sort of mention was not given due credence, and it was not gone deep into. But in prospect, yes, we feel that at that point of time, they should have gone deeper into in 2013 and 14, and possibly more links would have come up that time.
Mr. Khora, thank you for being candid and in fact coming across and explaining this to our viewers. A very, very important development. Investigations are on. We'll keep getting you the expert voices on this because this is a very alarming story as far as the security apparatus is concerned. Thank you also to my colleague Ashraf Wani. Quick break at this moment. On the other side, the right